Volunteer Coordinator at Bosma Enterprises. Welcome to the first installment of our volunteer webinar series. Today, I'm going to speak with Heather Quigley-Allen, Bosma's Vice President of Marketing and Resource Development. She is going to talk to us about her training for an Ironman and how her training is helping to raise money for Bosma Enterprises. So Heather, first of all, I think everyone wants to know, what exactly is an Ironman?
Well, Ironman is a triathlon, and what makes an Ironman is the length of the three disciplines. There's different types of triathlons. But with an Ironman, it's a 2.5 mile swim, a 112 mile bike ride, and then a full marathon or 26.2 mile run.
Sounds very exhausting.
I'm sure it will be. This will be my first attempt.
So what kind of training is going into the preparation for an Ironman?
Well, training started back in February, and it's fluctuated over the year, but typically we are training between 12 and 17 hours a week, and that's typically 3 swim sessions, 3 biking sessions, and 3 run sessions. As we've gotten further into the training on the weekends, we do a lot of what are called brick workouts, which involve either swimming first and then immediately biking, or more often biking first and then immediately running afterwards.
Okay. So prior to an event and during your training, what do you do to prevent injury? And if you do get injured, what do you do to recover?
A lot of it has to do with just really paying attention to your body. It's really important to make sure that you're getting the right kind of nutrition and right kind of fuel to help keep your energy up, so that you're not making mistakes in training like rolling an ankle or other things that can lead to an injury. I also spend a lot of time with a chiropractor. I see my chiropractor at least once a month, and I also see a massage therapist twice a month, and that helps to hold off injuries associated with tight muscles. It's also really important to take at least 1 full day off per week to let the body recover. And then throughout the course of training, typically we have 3 really hard weeks of training, and then 1 week that we are training for less hours to give the body a chance to recover as well.
Okay. What motivated you to participate in an Ironman?
I started doing triathlons a few years ago. I am not a natural athlete in any sense of the word. I swam a little bit until early high school, and then I really didn't do much of anything athletic until I got into my 30s. And in my early 30s, I started running, and then I started doing some sprint triathlons here and there, and then I advanced and started doing some longer distance races. But I really started looking around here at Bosma Enterprises at the people that I work with. And I work with such an amazing group of people that have overcome so many challenges in life to be able to do the things that they really want to do. And I had thought about doing Ironman, and I kept thinking, I can't do this. This is going to be too hard. It's going to take too much commitment. But I became really inspired by the people I work with. And finally I said, you know what? I can do this. I can definitely do this.
What other types of events have you participated in?
I've participated in a number of sprint triathlons, which is a much shorter race that takes about an hour, a few middle distance races, and then I've completed 3 half Ironmans, which is exactly half of the distance that I mentioned with the full Ironman race.
And how long have you been participating in these types of events?
In triathlons, about 4 years.
How long does an Ironman typically take to complete?
Well, it really depends on the level of athlete. You have 17 hours to complete the race before they shut it down. My goal is to finish the race in under 14 hours, which would be a pretty respectable first time out time, but it just really depends. I mean, I have a coach that works with our team who just finished an Ironman in 10 hours and 15 minutes and qualified to go to the World Championship. So depending on the race and depending on the athlete, it can take anywhere between 9 and 17 hours.
Where is the Ironman you are currently training for?
Panama City, Florida on November 2nd. We are 10 weeks and 4 days away. Not that I'm counting.
And finally, could you please tell me how people can support Bosma through your Ironman training?
Well, I have a website. It is miyutris.com. That's MIYUTRIS.com. And you can go there and read the blog that I've been keeping, and you can make a donation from there, or you can go directly to the Bosma Enterprises website and click on our donate button and just select Ironman from the drop-down menu.
Thank you, Heather. I think we all wish you good luck.
Thank you.